the thing is, like, y'all been equipped, like, with this social media stuff, you know, with all this feminism stuff, the liberation, all these things. Like, so y'all think that a lot of, not y'all, but women think they can just do anything and not be judged by it. But they have to understand, like, you can do OnlyFans, you can show your ass and all that stuff, do it, make your money, all that stuff. But that's not what men want to be married to.
Right.
And so they chasing all these things, chasing the money, and then wondering why dudes don't want to settle down with them. Because it's like, I don't want that. Like, I want a wife.
Yeah.
And a wife does not exude those qualities. And so they thinking everything is just okay. You can have a hot girl summer, you can do all this stuff, and then go back to a husband when that's not going to happen.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like the standards on each end are always women have to be way up here and the men can give the bare minimum because you don't want us to have a hot girl summer because of your reputation attached to our name. But then in return, we be going out and getting little snickles and giggles from other bitches like, oh yeah, girl, look, his dick right here in my phone. But that shit is cool for y'all to go out there and send pictures of your dick and do this and do that. But you think we want to be married to that? You think that's a good representation of the man that's leading my family? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's too much of this from the men's side, but no accountability for the bullshit that they do as well. It's always just the women do this and women do that and women need to do this. Okay, well, what the hell y'all supposed to be doing within all this? Just leading with your wallet, getting money, and what? That's it. We're not in the 1950s, and I wish people would get that shit out of your head. Like, it would be okay if I was a stay-at-home girlfriend for you or a baby mama or whatever, and then you went to work and did all, you paying all the bills and all of that. Of course, by the time you come home, you're going to have food cooked. I got a lot of fucking energy. Like, I ain't did shit all day.
Right.
But if we both went to the same night, like, you
deal with the same white people, deal with the same deadlines. You still gotta come home. We both got laundry to, like we said.
And don't throw kids in the mix. And then you expect me to do all the shit that you don't feel like doing just because I'm your woman and I'm submissive. No, like, no.
I think we had this conversation earlier. We go through the same exact shit, right? We all black. We go through the same stuff in corporate America. I come home as the woman. You want me to be the nurturer, so you get the bitch, but I don't get the bitch about what's going on at work. Like, I'm mentally exhausted. Yo, you want me to be submissive? Like, I'm going to break down at some point. Yep. Y'all don't provide those safe spaces for us traditionally, and that's a problem.
Yep.
Wait, whoa. Whoa.
That's not the one I wanted.
Wait a minute. So when you say provide a safe space, elaborate. Like, what do you mean by that?
What do you need to see?
Again, so like I just said, like, we both deal with the same stuff, right? You don't, and actually, they love black men in corporate America. Black women, we're the aggressive ones. They want to sit up there and come at us twice as hard, right? So we got to come home,
and we make less.
And y'all want us to sit up here, hey, rub your back again, make sure your food and all that, housewife shit, and then still like, babe, what happened? How was your day?
You get to come home with that testosterone and that attitude, and we came home from working the same 8 hours that you did. But we can't take our frustrations out on anybody or vent to you because we too busy being the nurturer and safe space for you. Where is our safe space within our partner?
Because if I want to come home and pour up, I'm pregnant right now, so I don't do this. But if I wanted to come home and make an old fashioned, you're going to be like, damn, she act like a nigga. I'm stressed out too. But y'all want me to be, no.
Damn, they drink like her daddy, but don't cook like her mama. When the problem asks, what's the problem?
So it's like I gotta pretend, I gotta put on this facade again just so that I can keep my man and be like, okay, babe, you know what? And then sneak out with my homegirl, bitch, I need a drink and I need a blunt. Like, and then you wonder why some women turn up so hard because they're just as stressed out, but y'all haven't provided those spaces for them to be themselves.
You know what's crazy? A lot of men say the same thing. So how do we? I'm wondering, how do we bridge that gap? I mean, which is why we started our pod anyway, because a lot of men will say they'll come home from work, and the minute they come home from work is like, their wife want to vent to them about XYZ or whatever. They just start unloading on them. They ain't even got the time to take a shower, get their clothes off, whatever. And it's, hey, babe, we got to do this. We got to do that. Can we go here? Can we go there? Can we do this? Can we do that? You're like, man, damn, like, one chill, first off.
Right.
And then you ain't even had no sex in a while. So you frustrated about that already. Baby ain't cleaned up. Baby ain't cooked. Like, they did nothing in a while.
Wait. And she came home from work, the same job you came home from?
Baby need to hire somebody because I'm tired too.
Hey, we both working? I'm just using that one example.
But that's the communication. You're saying, exactly. How can we bridge that gap? Because we spoke about this on one of our episodes. The gap would be where we sit down like two adults and say, hey, you be tired from work, I'm tired from work. Instead of us having your savings account going to red bottoms and going to this and bags and let's take a little bit of the savings and invest in a maid. Let's take a bit of the savings and invest in getting meals dropped off or whatever. There's so many different avenues that we could go about it, but instead we're just not talking like adults, and we're talking to our homeboys. You need to be talking to the person at home. That's and if facts. You can't, then that's a situation that y'all got to work out. Shit.
Which brings me to a very, very valid issue that a lot of men feel like we have. When you say we should be talking to each other, oftentimes the talking or the communication is one-sided, right? Because, I mean, let's just be honest here. Most women, everything that man says, they take personally.
Facts.
Right? So with men knowing that and knowing that it's going to be consequences to said conversation, right, compared to the other way around. If y'all come home and y'all have issues and y'all vent to us, the man got to take that to the chin and just be like, okay, she's just emotional, or it's just, hey, it's just that time of the month, or hey, whatever, like that's just how women are, right? But when it's the other way around and the man is venting to you about things that we feel like you should fix, you take it personal, and then that kind of deters men from wanting to do that, right? So do y'all feel like y'all could improve in terms of receiving information from men?
I think there could be a middle person.
Therapy. And I was going to say, because I'm in therapy right now, and what we learned was that you have to communicate to your partner in their love language.
Absolutely.
If those needs aren't being met, then y'all are never going to hear each other. It's always going to be you attacking me and you not listening. It's like, okay, well, you know what? For example, I'm words of affirmation. I need you to constantly communicate with me. That way, when you finally say, I don't like how you be washing the dishes, or I really can't stand when you come home at this hour, I can go, you know what? My bad. Whereas if you hadn't spoken to me because that's not your love language, and then out of the blue it's like, hey, you did da-da-da. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? Because I feel like I'm being attacked at that point. So it's like, again, you just have to learn how to communicate with your partner in their love language, and then I think we would solve a lot of communication issues. But that starts with going to therapy.
It is therapy. Or you just need some type of mediator. And by mediator, I don't mean your pastor.
Nope.
I don't mean your auntie. I don't mean a best friend. Go to a licensed therapist.
Right.
That's somebody that is not biased. They don't got your side. They don't got your side. And then go from there. It's going to take baby steps. This shit is not fixable, especially for people that's been in relationships for 3, 4, 5 years, whatever. It's not going to be fixed overnight. But you got to start somewhere, and therapy probably is step one.
You know what's crazy?
Wait, time out. And real quick, you don't have to go to therapy, because I saw this on the internet. You don't have to go to therapy when everything's falling apart.
Absolutely.
Right.
Go when things are good. Just to do like a tune-up check. Like when you go to the doctor, you ain't got to be sick to go. Just go and get your tune-up.
Facts.
As a matter of fact,
Niggas don't get tune-ups.
As a matter of fact, I would say go to therapy before you even get into the relationship.
Facts. Do y'all got niggas don't got insurance? Look, let me throw that out there.
Hold on.
Because I know a lot of niggas.
Too. I'm not gonna let you do us like that.
I know a lot of niggas that don't know they burning until a bitch tell them.
That's true. That's why you need to stop dating them street niggas. But what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
That's motherfucking facts. Okay,
that's true as well.
But I mean, just real rap, man. I think like a lot of people just come to the relationship with baggage that's already there. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's not fair to your partner. You know what I'm saying? So even if and just like you said, learning love languages and all that shit is important as well. But a lot of men still feel like it don't matter. I can whisper this shit to you, but if it's criticism, it's going to be taken as, just like you said, I feel like I'm being attacked. And not so much. And the irony is you shouldn't even feel like that anyway, especially if I'm your man. I'm supposed to be the motherfucker that love you more than anybody on this earth. So why would I intentionally tear you down? If I'm giving you any kind of critique, it's for us to improve or us to progress. But a lot of women don't take it that way. And that deters men from even saying anything.
Well, sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. So if I'm constantly always telling you about something, and because I'm a woman, I'm taking the time out to learn about your love language, and I'm trying my hardest to communicate things. It's just an example. And you're just trying to, I guess, like, because men have y'all love doing this shit. Y'all will deflect it like a motherfucker. If I tell you.
I was going to say y'all deflect.
No, wait, because like you said.
Let it go.
Y'all will be quiet about so many issues because you don't want that bullshit go with that shit. So since y'all be quiet about so much shit, and then when I say something like, man, can you please wash the dishes? Can you please? Well, goddamn, you don't ever da-da-da-da-da. We're not finna do that because we talking about you washing the dishes. But you didn't have shit to say for 3 weeks about something, but you wait until I mention something to now throw your bullshit out there, which is literally deflecting.